Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. So guys, this video, I want you to just not even take it with a grain of salt, honey, because I think the internet is getting ridiculous, to be very honest. And sometimes there are some weird things that can definitely happen that we don't have all the answers to. Weird things are happening worldwide as we speak, but this one, I think it is batshit crazy. And I need you guys to let me know if you guys agree with me, okay? Because no, critics on TikTok, I'm seeing this on TikTok, so I can't be generalizing saying it's the internet because I'm seeing it on TikTok. So there are critics on TikTok that are now saying that Jay Z and Beyonce sacrificed Dolly Parton, and that is why there's a hurricane in the Atlantic that is currently called Dolly. They believe that this is an Illuminati orchestrated effort. Jay Z and Beyonce is, doing it all. And we're gonna see that this storm Dolly is gonna do major damage and all of that BS and nonsense, right? No, we know that tropical storms can go from tropical storms to tropical depression to hurricane. It can upgrade, it can downgrade. Anything can happen, right? But at the same time, what I don't appreciate about the internet? Like, goddamn, give Jay Z and Beyonce a break. Are we remembering that these are just two people, two regular, degular human beings like you and I? No, make no mistakes. I know Jay Z understands alchemy, but no matter how someone understands alchemy, you're telling me that Jay Z and Beyonce is just there consistently thinking about, let's delete this one, let's delete this one, let's delete this one, like, can't someone else be the killer at this point? Like, why does it have to be Jay Z and Beyonce? I don't know what's wrong with the black community because these things are so heavily rooted in pop culture. And the truth of the matter is, while black people are powerful and we're coming from a very strong, powerful ancestry, ain't no way if it rains it's Jay Z and Beyonce. If it gets too hot, it's Jay Z and Beyonce. Come on. I know that people are desperate for power, but to the point where everything that goes on in the world, it is them. And then in Jamaica, everything that happens, it is the current Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. So I think Jay Z, Beyonce, and the Prime Minister of Jamaica, Sir Andrew Holness, y'all need to team up and balance the energy field, balance the earth energy field so that all these disasters can come to an end and just balance humanity so that we all have love, peace, and unity. Because I find these, thing to be batshit crazy. But then again, if we're being honest, think about it from a logical standpoint, right? Because, honey, I know high times. I know what it is to be hungry. I know what it is. It is back to school. Honey, the back to school expenses, let me fix my wig. Because, honey, the back to school expenses, right? They are a lot. The back to school money, you can buy house, you can buy car, the books and the gadgets and the shoes, the clothes, the money to take them through school for the year. It can be a lot. And what the internet has done, like these platforms, if you're not sensationalizing stuff, or if you're not deeply rooted and very strong in journalism, you're not gonna go viral. And that's just the truth. Conspiracy theory, if you want to go viral, let me tell you this. I know how to go viral on my channel, right? But not all money is good money. Can you imagine? It was just like, what, today's Wednesday, I think? I think it was 3 days ago, Today's Thursday. The time is flying. 4 days ago, but 4 days ago to be specific. I had a friend that reached out to me, and my friend uses social media just to watch stuff for entertainment, right? And my friend was like, did you hear that Jay Z and Beyoncé have AIDS? And I saw this video. They were saying Jay Z and Beyoncé have AIDS, and the video was trending, and it had like almost 1 million views. And I was like to my friend, you know what? They're always doing this to Jay Z and Beyoncé. Every day there's a new story about that couple, and I think it is low vibration for anyone to be talking about anyone having AIDS. I think it's a low vibration type of energy, because even though AIDS is a sexually transmitted disease, at the end of the day, if you're sexually active, it doesn't matter with who, you are exposed to the possibilities of contracting an STD or an STI. Not only that, AIDS and HIV, while people should be careful, at the same time, I don't see anyone on the internet crashing out about AIDS and HIV. I see people crashing out about autoimmune disorder, because there's no cure for autoimmune disorder. I've only seen a very few people who have been able to get their autoimmune disorder in remission, and AIDS again is autoimmune, but I'm not talking about AIDS. I'm talking about, like lupus, thyroid disease, and alopecia and all those things, right? Yes, guys, I'm learning that a lot of these things are autoimmune disorders, right? So I'm just saying, I see people with cancer who are saying they would rather to have HIV or AIDS. People with HIV and AIDS, they're going undetectable. Undetectable. I've had Graves' disease, and I've never done a blood test that is undetectable. Never. And I was telling my dad a few days ago that people with HIV AIDS, they live a better quality of life, because while they may have their own challenges, and they know their own challenges that they have, I see those people living a regular healthy lifestyle, jogging. They get up and they exercise and they eat and they go to work once they take their medication. For me, I could take my medication on time, before time, in between time, every single day. Some days I'm like a freaking zombie. Where's the energy? And I could take if I take a ton of vitamins and minerals consistently, it affects a change, right? But I'm just saying it is a low vibrational behavior to be talking about people in a certain manner, especially when it really doesn't make any sense. I'm not knocking anyone's hustle. But my God, Jay Z and Beyonce killing Dolly Parton for what reason? It is so funny. But I want to hear from you guys, because I do believe we're not getting the entire truth on Dolly Parton's death. And I said that from the very first day it was announced about her death. And then after that, her publicist said that she died from breast cancer. Now, when I say we're not getting the truth, it doesn't mean that I'm talking about Illuminati and this and that and that. I believe there's a lot more to her death. Okay? I just believe there's a lot more to it. I'm not saying that someone went and took out Dolly Parton, but I just believe that there's more to her death that is not made available as yet. But maybe as time passes, they may let us know about it. That's all I'm saying. But this Jay Z and Beyonce, it is crazy. Let me know what you guys think.